Good evening, I'm Terrell Thomas.
Cregg Armstrong.
Brandon Triche.
And we are live right now at the LiveHipHopDaily Studios. As always, every Thursday or Thursdays when I'm not sick out this piece. I appreciate you gentlemen bearing with me.
Gotta watch what you eat, brother.
We back in the building. Yo,
What's up, brother?
I love my Chick-fil-A. I'm thinking about going there after this evening. But
don't go to that same one.
Yeah,
though.
but I say the MLK.
We better hurry this up.
MLK, no. 24-hour Hateville, baby.
Right. We'll go to Hayville.
That's my spot.
Come see us.
24-hour Hateville. They got the advanced menu. You get the mac and cheese, sweet potato souffle.
See, that's too far for me.
That sweet potato souffle be busting.
It's worth it, good sir.
That's too far from my.
What you mean?
Side. I'm in Marietta, bro. That's too far from me.
Listen. I was going there for a year. Shit, longer than that. I've been going there for about 3-4 years and never actually sat in and had a meal. You know, you can sit in there as well. It's kind of restaurant style. They serve you X, Y, and Z. You get two sides in there.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
When you sit in,
what's going on?
and it's still the same price. So say you get a spicy. I love a spicy chicken. You get a spicy chicken. You know what I'm saying? You get the mac and cheese.
I gotta have put the cheese on.
I just want y'all to know y'all sound real fat right now. I just want y'all to know
amazing.
I am fat. You see me?
But shout out to Chick-fil-A. Yeah,
my MLK.
My lady. I tell her all the time, stay out the hood. Like that's one of the advantages of the place, the things we get to go through. You know what I'm saying?
But then you go to the hood and get sick.
I go to. I never go to that Chick-fil-A. I've had like 3 bad experiences at the Chick-fil-A. MLK.
That's hard to do. Have a bad experience at Chick-fil-A.
When he told me that, I said Chick-fil-A. I said, bro, I just went the other day. I said no.
Chick-fil-A can ruin my order. I'm like, you know what, y'all take my time.
I thought I was going to die. I was throwing up so bad. Went to the doctors. They're like, you got food poisoning.
This man get food poisoning, ladies and gentlemen.
Chick-fil-A. But we're back.
The nicest people where he gets sick.
Just the one on MLK.
Just MLK. Northside, one of my favorites, and Hateville, damn sure my favorites. Shout out to the staffs out there. They know it's almost like cheers. I come in there, Terrell. Hey,
shout out to the one down in Riverdale off 85.
Shout out to the one on Powder Springs Road. Y'all know me enough.
We back in the building. Shout out to our man H, as always, behind the scenes, making us look good out here. Shout out to my man Groovy Lou, always supporting, giving us a lot of info and giving us
the Miami Zone.
He's in the building as well.
Yes.
We got a lot of great things to talk about. I actually feel good, gentlemen, because when we start off today talking about our NBA segment, we're not leading with Jimmy Butler. It seems like the last 3-4 weeks.
You sure?
Good Lord.
Yeah, we're going to let him rock. We'll
Jimmy been the top of the conversation.
We'll throw some Jimmy Bucket info in there at the end of the night. But being here in Atlanta, you know, we got to show love to our hometown Atlanta Hawks.
True enough.
We don't know what the Hawks season will look like in a whole throughout 82 games, but through the first 4 games, they're 500. They're currently 2-0. And they're 2-2, and they're currently you know, it's just blame it on the deuce.
I want to say they 2-0. Like, boy, they play 4 days.
Blame it on that deuce saying that red wine life. But excuse me, they're 2-2, currently 500, but they are on a 2-game winning streak. My mind moving faster than my mouth right now. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Big game in Cleveland for rookie Trae Young. 35 and 11, 35 points, 11 assists, joining the likes of Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry. Last night was the first game down on the farm at the State Farm Arena.
Like a good neighbor.
New look. I gotta get my hair cut.
Gotta get you. Yeah, we gotta get you gentlemen in there so we can check out the game as a family, as a team. See what it's like in there. As you mentioned, getting a haircut. Killer Mike is doing something big. Shout out to Killer Mike. Food is pretty good. Food is pretty good in there. We spoke with a few fans, kind of get their input and their thoughts on the new arena. Folks are loving State Farm Arena and what it has to offer so far. They're still working out a few kinks like anything that's new. But the Hawks put on a great performance last night. It was the home opener once again. It was also a highly publicized matchup because we had 2 rookies who were traded for each other. Luka Doncic, who currently plays for the Dallas Mavericks, and Trae Young. So for those who don't know, Luka was actually drafted by our Atlanta Hawks with the 3rd overall pick. And Trae Young was actually drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. Trae Young was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. The 2 teams swapped their 3rd and 5th picks, and now we have Trae here, Luka in Dallas. Spoke to Luka during a shoot around. He's actually pretty happy for what is going on in Dallas. He feels like Dallas is the perfect match for him, perfect fit for him,
low-key city,
and everything.
True.
He feel like it's a perfect match for everything he has going on. So what I just want to talk about yesterday's game. Now the Hawks did pick up a big win yesterday. It was actually 111-104. They picked up a 111-104 win. What was pretty dope was that the Hawks were down 26 points at one point.
Spanked now. They were definitely getting spanked.
Hawks were down 26 points, but they went on an 82-51 run to actually get a win. The first win. It's a great way to open the arena. Big night last night for Kent Bazemore. Big night. Now, we spoke about Kent a lot over the summer because he was in a lot of trade rumors. The Milwaukee Bucks wanted him. Houston Rockets wanted him. A few other teams. Career night last night for Kent Bazemore. 32 points. All of those points were much needed because, as we mentioned, the Hawks were down 26 at one point. Also a big night for DeAndre Bembry. It's great to see DeAndre healthy. He was a high draft pick by Coach Bud. When Coach Bud was here, DeAndre's a very smart player, has a high basketball IQ, but he kind of like, I don't want to give him Magic Johnson, but he almost like Magic Johnson doing the point forward thing. He picked up 16 rebounds yesterday.
Big.
He was big. He was very big. Guard and Luka yesterday created a few turnovers. Also got to show love to Taurean Prince, who's looking very, very efficient offensively so far this season. Fouled out yesterday's game, but he before he picked up his sixth foul, 24 points for Taurean Prince. And our very own Trae Young struggled in the beginning of the game, but had a very big fourth quarter in the game on ESPN primetime, finishing the game with 17 points. So, gentlemen, what 2 games in? Coach Pierce is on a 2-game winning streak now. 2-game win. Okay. 2-game winning streak. 4 games in. Coach Pierce is on a 2-game winning streak. Mm-hmm. It amazes me because Coach Pierce is a bit of a defensive expert, and the Hawks have given up given up some points in these first few games. But 4 games into the seasons, what are you gentlemen's thoughts on the Atlanta Hawks?
Well, it's kind of been what I kind of expected. First game. Jitters and stuff. Trying to work everybody, getting everybody into the system, and you're still working your new guys in. You're still getting Deadman coming back in from injury, and some of those guys coming in. So,
that first game was yesterday.
First game back was yesterday. So they got the future might look kind of bright for them. So if his expertise is defense, they got to play some defense. Because as of right now, ain't nobody in the league playing defense. Because all these games, everybody been scoring 115 plus 140. And
it's a lot of new defensive rules out there, so they're calling the games
you can't guard nobody, can't touch anybody.
That's all these sports. They're gearing towards offense because it's more exciting to see.
And people want to see points on the board. They don't want to see defense. But they did show some resolve and resilience yesterday. Because when I looked on my phone, they were getting spanked by 26. I said, well, this is gonna be, this is how I open up the new, the renovated State Farm, getting spanked by 30. But they came back and put on show for fans in the second half. I guess Future came back, put a little March Madness for them in the second half. And they did their thing. So I was kind of surprised for them.
Well, El Stradamus looked pretty smart yesterday. We were sitting on Media Row, and a lot of our fellow media peers were like, what it was going off. What the hell? What the fuck? I'm like, yo, if we can cut the lead to 14 by halftime,
they cut it to 10.
Something, and they cut it to 10. Cats was laughing at me and whatnot. I'm like, it can happen. Craig, what were your thoughts, on last night's performance from our Atlanta Hawks and the first 4 games of the 2018-19 season for the Hawks?
Well, I'd say last night was really inspiring because they fought. They didn't get down and then say, "Oh, well, game's over." You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it shows me the players aren't going into tanking mode, even though it looks like organization is
going tanking mode.
But last night was real inspiring for me just to see that, and plus, Kent. Seeing him come out and do his thing was great, and of course, Taurean Prince is we're seeing him grow. I love to see that. You're seeing him grow. Trae Young, he's making me a liar. I'm not gonna lie because I wanted Luka before the draft. I'm not even gonna lie, but Trae Young is he's definitely doing his thing. There's a lot of trouble down here downtown, but he's doing his thing right now, and for the whole season. I think we are actually doing a lot better than I thought we would be.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
They are. I'll give you that.
Omari Spellman showing me a lot more than I thought he was.
Spellman looks good.
Yeah.
He do, but the one thing I told you the other day, I said the first thing he got to do is that boy got toned up and drop some weight, bro.
Yeah.
He's still a rookie. I agree. He does need to tone up.
He's a little hefty. I ain't gonna lie.
That boy been chilling at
Chick-fil-A. Don't come to Chick-fil-A.
Not the one on MLK.
If you do, we getting you grilled chicken.
He been chilling at Chick-fil-A, getting number ones and stuff like that.
Hey. But you know what though? Conditioning. I think as long as he gets his conditioning, he can be a real big part of this rebuild. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But
I'm liking your boy, the other guy too, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, but Kevin is a pure shooter. Like
he got some boards the other night. He
played some defense last night as well. I was surprised to see that he played some defense.
Kevin, he can be a real good 3-and-D guy for us. So the Hawks, I'm looking inspired. I'm not expecting anything for a couple of years. So I'm a realist, y'all.
We know you're.
I am expecting something soon.
We know.
2019, 2020. I'm expecting at least the playoffs, at least the 8th seed. We have the talent right now.
No.
You make some moves next season in free agency. They'll have the cap space. They'll have the draft
When
picks.
have we ever made moves?
No one was to come here.
We got to give these guys a chance. Oh, no. That's false. Cats do want to come, and I do believe
they want to live here.
But I think now with the new regime, what Tony Wrestler is building, he is dedicated to putting his chips to where his mouth is. He wants a championship.
I hope so. That's the main problem. They don't ever want to spend no money.
And we also got to give a lot of love to the Falcons, to Atlanta United, to the Atlanta Braves. Don't leave out my Braves. I hate the Braves, but I got to get them love for what they're doing. We have to get them love. I say that because they are setting a standard here. None of the teams have won a championship yet, but we see the new stadium, SunTrust Park. Beautiful stadium, beautiful facility with the whole battery situation. As you mentioned, Mercedes-Benz, beautiful facility, beautiful atmosphere for both football and soccer.
I was just in there this
The Hawks are picking Monday. You were in there Monday.
Yeah,
the Hawks are picking up on that situation.
It'd be attractive. And also they do got the practice facility. Yeah. I've always said that's been the biggest knock. They was the only team I think I can remember that didn't have a practice facility. And you had to have something for the players to come through because they don't want to always come down here.
That's a beautiful facility.
I've been there yet. You know,
you gotta get you out there. Get you out there. Get you in there.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, who knows? You know, they might build something. You know, free agents might want to come here. But I mean, time will tell. Players have to develop, and Pierce have to, be that coach that players want to play for.
He is already, and
I like Lloyd.
I like Lloyd. He's a younger cat. You know. He
can relate. He can also relate to him too.
He
can be a player's coach, but he can also he's not gonna be a best friend. You know what I mean? He's
never been like that.
Respect him, and he's gonna be an authoritative figure. We might be able to get L favorite player Jimmy Butler. You know,
we don't need Jimmy. Sorry, we don't. We do not need Jimmy buckets.
I'll take Jimmy just for the benefits for the Jays. I'll take Jimmy for that.
Jimmy Butler's a good guy. Don't get me wrong.
I'll take Jimmy for the trade in the mid-season.
If we're gonna go after somebody and it really be beneficial,
who?
Don't say Ben Simmons.
They're off limits. And I'm happy for what the Sixers are building there. So I wouldn't even want to touch or mess up what they got going on.
Like let's say the Hawks do what the Braves did, because Braves weren't supposed to be this good this year. So let's say they do that and trade deadline come around. You're like, the Hawks might be biased because they can actually make the playoffs. They actually might be able to make some noise. Trade averaging 21 points a game, 21-8.
Right now, he's averaging 23 points.
Well,
23 and 8.
Okay,
your numbers are.
Your
numbers aren't far off.
Let's say he continues that.
Those are rookie of the year numbers as well.
Calm down, we'll get there.
Calm down. 4 games in.
I've been throwing that out. I'm just saying. I've been throwing that. I've been saying it all summer.
I mean,
rookie of the year.
He's proving you to be right now.
Right now, still young.
But look about Detroit Pistons right now.
I'm not worried about the Detroit.
So,
but they got good players, as you mentioned.
And a
great coach. So I'm not gonna knock him, but I ain't worried about.
But no, let's say they have a Cinderella season, and it's looking like they can really make some noise in the East right now. They trade deadline, they're 6th seed. Who would you go after in the trade?
That is a phenomenal question, good sir. And if I keep it funky with you, because I was scanning through my brain like, who can I pull up? I might go after Damian Lillard. And the reason
you're gonna have to give up a
you would. I'm just throwing a name out there. Only reason I say Dame because he knows how to play in the backcourt with another dominant guard. He's doing it with C.J. McCollum.
I would say go after C.J. instead of Dame.
No, I'll take Dame.
C.J. know how to play off ball
because Dame wants to play off the ball, I think, a little bit more. But he has to kind of, and like now you have someone that can score when needed.
with
Trey. Like Trey at the end of the day is a point guard. He really is.
Yeah,
you know, he's putting up.
basketball.
He loves to pass the ball. So he's not a cat that would feel like, you know, he has to delinquish any type of a role, you know, to accept a score like Dame. I would go after a cat like a Dame.
I just want Dame to get out of Portland.
Dame
is one of my favorite players.
I've been wanting
Dame
to get out of Portland
Dame,
for the
I just
longest.
want you to go somewhere and win, bro.
I want Dame to get out of
Straight
Portland
up.
bad.
Go to. I really wish, because Rondo ain't gonna be in LA past this year.
Yeah, especially now
I
the
really
way
wish
they did.
Dame can get to the Lakers. Like,
It's
straight
possible.
up.
It's possible. You know, it's Magic Johnson, LeBron James, so anything is possible with them cats. Speaking of, while we on and another cat, I'll just throw his name out there, Marc Gasol. Maybe Marcus, he's towards the end of his career a little bit.
Perfect timing.
Twilight.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
But Marc Gasol and John Collins, I think that would be a phenomenal matchup as well. But sticking to the West Coast, so we were just talking about the West Coast. Man, did you gentlemen see what Steph Curry did last night?
Chef.
The chef was damn sure cooking at Oracle
Chef
Arena.
Curry with the pot, boy.
Now, we also spoke on this during the offseason. It was just funny to me how a two-time MVP is left off of potential MVPs for the 2018-19 season. I get it. LeBron is in a new place. I get it. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are two cats who could definitely take the Sixers to a new height. I get it. Kyrie Irving is back. AD is looking great.
He is looking great.
But Steph is putting the league on notice.
He is.
Like, y'all must have forgot, in the words of the great Roy Jones.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Don't sing the song, though.
51 points, 11 from 16 from three-point range.
I just thought he was going to break that record for real.
Break his own record.
All in the third quarter.
Three
I'm
quarters.
excuse me, all in three quarters.
I was like, boy, he did 23
points in the first quarter, though. 23 points in the
yeah.
first quarter.
Steph is the Tua Tagovailoa of the NBA right now.
And did you see where he was pulling up?
Yes.
He was literally pulling up from anywhere.
He was pulling up from Marshawn Lynch's house.
He was talking shit to Austin Rivers and Bradley Beal and
Man, that was
whoever wanted work could get it last night.
Anybody was getting some work last night. It was
Listen, anybody can get it. It was free.
you can get it. You can get it.
He was giving out coupons.
Yeah, he was
It's
Oprah.
free.
You get a basket. You get a basket. You get a basket.
You get a tray. You get a tray.
Just like Bradley Beal say, man, look, we tried to foul him and he still was hitting. It was
4-point plays.
4-point plays.
At the end of the day, you just gotta
Henry
slap
Shrub.
him at something. You gotta either slap
I've always
him,
said,
punch
man,
him.
look, when somebody like that, you got to run that boy through picks. Like you got to run him down something.
So, gentlemen, let me ask you. You know, and we were talking off air a little bit. We're doing fantasy basketball for the first time. If you're a basketball fan, try it out. It's definitely a daily hobby because you gotta
change your lineup.
You gotta change your lineup every
I
day.
just found this out.
But we're gonna get some love to ESPN. We're doing the ESPN basketball, trying that out for the first time. I was definitely salty that Steph was going in our draft. It's like
you picked Giannis first.
Yeah, I had to pick. And he's looking good. Triple double Giannis. Triple double Giannis. Prayers and blessings to where we keep hearing the ambulance outside of the studio, fire trucks, wherever it's going down. Prayers and blessings to them. Is Steph Curry, is he a true, legitimate MVP contender candidate this year? Is he someone that we should be looking at and paying attention to?
No.
Damn.
I want to say no because
that's that LSU shit right there.
It
no.
is.
No, it's no.
They don't
Only
make-
reason why I could.
They ain't got no sense.
No.
KD brother.
What?
Y'all finish?
Well, I'm just no.
Listen, go
No, I'm
ahead.
saying only
Man,
no
that
because
51 points in
we
three
apologize.
quarters.
yeah, 3 quarters. But I mean, Steph's not gonna have every night gonna be like that. He gonna have, you know, saying some nights he's gonna have probably 25.
He's averaging like 35 points right now in the
Yeah,
season.
you have 51 to go boost your stats up. Yeah,
I mean, but he can get you like.
yeah, but he's also think about it. They're not gonna give it to him because only fact is that he got 4 other All-Stars on his team. They're not gonna give
But
it
only
to him.
one other All-Star really needs to score, and that's KD. Draymond doesn't need to
Because
score.
Clay can
Clay
sit
don't
over.
need to score.
Okay, but they're not gonna give it to him. John, I mean, you ain't know how this works. They're not gonna give it to
Then
him.
you got Boogie coming back. Too.
That's another reason why they're not gonna give it to him. They got
I don't think that's why you
They
don't
can
give it
all
to him.
average 30 points.
They're gonna.
Well, yeah, not on
Four.
that team.
They-
4
on
out
that
of
team.
No, not they can't average 30.
Three people not gonna average 30.
Team.
We see Cat scoring 160,
Three people not gonna-
Cat
Yeah,
scoring
but
right now.
To get 30, you gonna have to put up a certain amount of shots, and there's only one ball.
They play so fast though.
No.
Each quarter can be this your quarter, Steph. This your quarter.
Okay,
doing
so
all that, bro.
when Sean Livingston coming in, he just need to facilitate.
He
That's
just
it?
needs to facilitate.
So,
Get your 7 points and keep it moving. You want the ring or you want to score? What you want, baby?
What
you want, baby?
Listen, it's only so many shots that can be taken.
I respect that point.
Game. So they could probably all average 20 for sure.
Okay. 30. My number might have been a little out there. I'll give you that.
It was a little outrageous. I need to check your cup again. But
a little red in here.
Nah, but I would say, you got to definitely put him in the MVP race. I think his problem is a lot of people don't see him as even being the best player on his team. So I think it's hard to.
But he's still the most important player on that team. I mean, you don't got to always be the best to be the most important.
Because he's right for the simple fact that without Steph, KD is supposed to be your lead. He gonna be an alpha. We already saw that KD can't be no alpha.
We haven't seen
last season when Steph was out.
We ain't seen that.
When Steph was out last
year, he stepped up. Yeah, he stepped up big.
That's why
it was just the Russ and KD.
I don't think he has the mentality.
He does
to take.
We see it in the finals. Whenever he goes up against LeBron, it's alpha dog. I'm going to make sure
you in single coverage. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but it's still this is supposed to be the best player on the planet, and he's making a point to prove that I'm better than him. Whenever he sees LeBron, he's taking.
Now, if we talk about getting buckets, absolutely.
That's how he's going to get.
But that's why the MVP vote. Like Steph was on pace to win MVP last year, but Game 3 had one of them games he struggled. And who carried him? KD dropped 43. Yeah, so KD's actually he's the best player. Isn't he? I mean, KD's out.
He's the most talented scorer, but he's still
he's the best player too. He's the best.
He's not a facilitator.
I mean, they average around the same amount of assists.
Steph's the most important. KD may be the best talent.
Steph makes that team go because you got to guard them from like 32 feet.
Soon as you cross the half court, you got to guard them.
Like, you actually got to guard with the ball inbound ball. To be honest,
really, soon as he touches some paint, he open. So that's where Steph makes that team go because he extends your defense. Now you thin. KD can just drive past where he want to. He can get to his spots.
Opens the court.
He want to. He can get his mid-range jumper, all that.
And that's what's going to be beautiful when, not to go off subject talking about Steph Curry, but that's going to be what's beautiful when Boogie Cousins comes back in.
I'm not watching basketball with Boogie comes back.
You can't crowd the paint.
Like, why are we watching?
The paint.
I'm not watching basketball when Boogie comes back.
Because it's going to be somebody
to watch, man.
What is beautiful to watch them winning 4 straight or 3 straight?
It's going to be beautiful to watch.
They're going to be looking like it's really going to be looking like Alabama against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I'm sick
every
of Alabama
day.
too. I'm sick of Alabama.
That's fine.
I'm sick of Alabama.
I'm sick of Golden State, but life goes on.
On the West Coast, we're on the West Coast right now. We see what Golden State is doing. Steph Curry. We'll keep a watch out on Steph and kind of see if he does boost his name into the MVP race. But there's another team down the road in California, a little Southern California, Los Angeles Lakers. Started off very rocky, 0-3.
Yeah.
And the Lakers' third loss, it kind of set the internet on fire. A few memes once again. It was like, of course, you gentlemen know I'm a big Laker fan. Love my Lakers. And, LeBron's there now, so I've accepted the LeBron era. Gave him a nickname. He's the principal for, opening a school and everything he's doing, giving back to the youth out there in Akron, Ohio. I was a little concerned, though, with the Lakers dropping 3 games immediately. I did think.
They were playing some playoff teams.
Playing playoff teams, granted, but they
need to jail.
LeBron is the best player in the world as of today. You can kind of AD's coming, KD's coming,
AD's out there.
Giannis is coming.
LeBron. I think the difference between all of them is AD can give you 40, 10, and 10. KD can give you 43, 12, and 7. But LeBron gonna give you 27, 7, and 7 at least every night.
Yeah, every night. He's been doing that for his career so far. But the Lakers finally picked up their first win. Now, granted,
and Lord, the internet went on fire. They finally won the game. God. Lord Jesus,
it was against the Phoenix Suns.
Like they won the title.
I mean, it needed to happen. The Lakers, honestly, with LeBron, couldn't go to 0-4. Like LeBron hadn't started the season 0-2 since his sophomore season, I believe it was, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it was a much needed win. It was a much needed win not only for the Lakers but for LeBron, for Coach Luke Walton. There's Nat trying to get down with us in here.
You want to watch? Show too.
It was a much needed win for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, what are you guys' thoughts? I mean, once again, the season is young. With all these teams we're talking about right now, we're still about 78 games left. For the majority of the teams we mentioned so far, but Lakers pick up their first win. They're actually in action in about 20 minutes or so on TNT.
Mm-hmm.
You can check that out after the show. Go ahead and put that on record. You can check it out after the show
You be
on
watching
TNT.
the show every Thursday.
They'll be they're at Staples. They'll be taking on the Denver Nuggets. A very
or just listen to our first podcast while you watch the game.
That's sweet.
Exactly. You do that too. You're Apple, baby.
Hey, you can definitely go to Apple iTunes and we talk about that. You can check out These Urban Times Sideline Stories. Subscribe. Check us out. Hear our thoughts, opinions, and facts and what's going on in sports, entertainment, and culture. And you can also check out previous interviews on LiveHipHopDaily.tv and on YouTube, Terrell Thomas / These Urban Times. But what's up with these Lakers? What are you gentlemen's thoughts on these Lakers? First few games, 4 games into the 2018-19 NBA season.
I think, one, they need shooting bad. Like, real bad. LeBron is your best 3-point shooter right now.
And Josh Hart the best.
Yeah,
the best
and
Josh Hart looks good.
I also think Josh Hart needs to start over KCP because they're the same player except Josh Hart's a little more aggressive and he's
a lot more aggressive.
And he has a higher ceiling.
Played at Villanova. Shout out to Philly.
Lonzo,
man, good lord, my Philly.
Lonzo, we gonna see. I mean, his numbers are actually he's a lot more efficient than he was last year. So
that 3-point shot is falling.
Absolutely, 3-point shot's falling. They're gonna need another big man too because JaVale has been playing really well.
Yes, he's been playing well. But
when he gets off the floor, you're forced to play small ball.
And
so it's
small
like
ball is not gonna help for them.
Another team may say, "Oh, okay, JaVale off the floor. All right, we finna go big. We finna punch you in the paint." If Kuzma's gonna be your biggest player in your second unit,
Kyle don't pass the ball. Kuzma.
Kyle, I'm gonna get these shots up. Kuzma.
Kyle don't pass the ball to nobody. Kuzma.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. His kicks
balling.
His kicks be fresh though.
I mean, endorsement with GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
But no, they need shooting one.
Definitely.
2, you can tell they're young.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, is it me or
they can't guard nobody?
They can't. Their rotations are slow.
They can't guard a soul over there, boy.
I'm telling you, like, I didn't know JaVale McGee was this important in the league until this year. I ain't gonna lie.
LeBron, what have I always said? LeBron stopped playing defense the year he left Miami. The last year he left Miami. LeBron did stop playing defense.
LeBron is like, all right, I'm gonna let you get by, but I'm gonna get this chase down block.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's cool.
I'm not playing no defense.
And that's not even going down.
Exactly. I'm like, that's cool when you get it. But you a step slow now because you in your 16th year. Like, let's not act like Father Time. Yeah.
Father Time is undefeated.
He getting you and Tom Brady in the same year right now. Y'all still may be great, but
y'all are old.
Y'all losing a step. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, Tom Brady, if you said that. Yeah.
Hey, you still the GOAT, cuz. But the Lakers, I think they'll move away. They're gonna have to make a move. They're gonna have to make a move because they're gonna have to get somebody else on this team who can be consistent. Because
y'all get the same thing.
Brandon Ingram, he showed us a lot in preseason, but he ain't showed me nothing except for the fact that he got long reach on these punches.
He punched from the 3-point line, literally.
Man, he hit Chris Paul from Calabasas straight up, and I'm just like,
the Carolina Wildmix. That's where he hit him from.
I wish you could hit a bucket like that.
That bucket. What do you think about these new look Lakers?
I mean, it's gonna take. I mean, they're still trying to mix and match with their lineups. Who's gonna play what? Who's gonna do this? I really think their best lineup when Rondo gets back is Rondo, Josh Hart, Braun, Kuz, and JaVale. That's their best lineup.
You long.
I mean, Rondo can't shoot, but you got
lowest of keys. Rondo is actually hit a couple threes.
A couple. I mean, that's not bad.
I mean, a couple better than
for him. For him, it's great because he can't hit a soul without by himself. But I mean, I think that's their best lineup going forward. Like I was listening to Jalen Rose earlier. Like he was talking about not Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and Kuzma. Those might be the longer term players because they're already developed and they're ready. So y'all look for
that time in college.
Exactly, spend 2 or 3 years of college. That's gonna help. You got Kuzma and Ingram and Ball did 1 year. They might not be as ready as those two. So you gotta look.
Ingram should be ready.
He should be. He should be 6'10", but I mean, this is his 3rd year. His 3rd year now.
This should be his year.
This will be a breakout year, but he's not. He's
even missing the shots that he usually like. He gets to his spot and still miss.
I mean, it's an adjustment. You know, it's always an adjustment when LeBron comes. It's
a bigger stage. Some players don't know how to adjust to playing with that. Kuzma doesn't care because, like I said,
he gonna get these
Kuzma's
shots.
not gonna pass the ball to nobody. You
They
pass the
need to
ball
keep-
once, he's putting it up.
They need to keep Kyle Kuzma far away from Michael Beasley because they both are two players who gonna get these shots up.
Hey man,
by any means necessary.
And Bees is exactly one thing. Bees knows is
I think they need to play Bees a little more too.
Yeah, it's still
him
as he mentioned, it's still working the rotations out.
I do like Lance though. Lance is doing.
Lance is
Showtime Lance.
So
he was built.
Well, I said he's built to be the Laker.
Built for this.
You know he doing. You know
he was built to
shimming and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Well, actually, we're gonna call it Lake Show Lance. We're gonna call it
Lake Show Lance.
He was built to either be a Knick or a Laker. Straight up.
That's his only ties. He gotta be the lights to that. That's what Lance gotta be.
Hey, he was born ready.
So let me ask you. Let me. That was a well played right there.
Well played for the nickname.
Let me ask you, gentlemen. NBA season once again. I gotta keep emphasizing it's still young, still very young. So we'll be doing
5 games, ladies and
we'll be
gentlemen.
doing a lot of coverage and doing a lot of talking about it. But what is you gentlemen's biggest surprises so far? Me personally, it's been the struggles of the Sixers. The Sixers have kind of struggled. They've lost a few games where I thought early in the season they would win. Quite honestly, they're still kind of working their lineup matchup how they're gonna play Markelle Fultz.
I was about to say, yeah.
And I would throw the Lakers out there. Their struggles has kind of been a surprise. What are you gentlemen's biggest surprises been so far in the 2018-19 NBA season?
The Pelicans.
Great one. Okay.
Those have been my surprise team right now. They're undefeated. They got people don't realize they got 4 big men who could hoop.
That Julius Randle deal was
Julius Randle
great for them.
balling. Miritich, I don't know if it's without the beard he's ball or with the
I'm
beard.
sorry about that because I didn't take him in our damn
Miritich,
fantasy draft and he was
coming
there.
out averaging 30, and you still got Jahlil Okafor who could play too. So they got 4 bigs who could play, and AD's averaging 32, 15, and 9 or something like that.
I'm gonna tell you right now because he on my team.
Exactly. Elfrid Payton looking good for them. Drew Holiday's getting busy.
30 and 13.
30 and 13.
Early MVP candidate.
30, 13, and 5.
But you know, I'm not mad about the Pelicans, and they're big too. Yeah, the big men are people playing small. They have 4 bigs who could all score,
but they can move too.
And they all move, so they're interchangeable. You can mix matchup. You play Jahlil and AD. You go Julius and Nico. You go how you want to match it up, and you still got guard play, so all of them can handle the ball too. So that actually helps them out too. So you don't have the pressure on Elfrid and on Drew, and each one more playing real well for
that
them.
Elfrid deal was good too.
Exactly.
Who you liking so far? What's your biggest surprise?
My biggest surprise is actually the Kings. Like they are competitive.
Swipe the Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Swipe the Fox.
Doing his thing right now. De'Aaron Fox is looking good. Bogdanovich,
they got a good young team.
Yeah, they got a nice little core. Buddy Hield, Bagley, Bogdanovich, Fox,
Will Trill.
Stein.
Yeah, Willie. He probably gonna be out of there next year. Willie Trill. They looking pretty good. They're not an easy out right now. They're not an easy out.
Not asleep like everybody used to think they
was. Yeah, so the West, low key, you don't have any easy outs in the West.
Not at all.
Them as well as the Hawks, man. You know, I thought the Hawks would be out here getting blown out.
You know, I'm also another team I just shot there kind of stank up the joint right now is Cleveland.
I'm not shocked by that.
I mean,
they built that team around LeBron, and then when you don't have a catalyst,
I'm saying, but
to your team,
0-5 though. It's been 0-5.
Some of that is also what's the owner's name? Help me out,
Gilbert.
please. Some of that is the jinx of Dan Gilbert.
I've been saying Dan Gilbert's the worst owner.
He is. How you run LeBron out twice? Come on, bro. LeBron has ownership stake in this.
First
team.
of all, besides that, how your ticket sales go down to $2?
Hey, that's not even down here in Atlanta, and we tanking right now.
We tanking. We ain't that bad. Ain't that bad.
Groovy Lou, let's get Groovy Lou involved in the mix, man. You know what you're talking about with the sports world.
Like the
Shout out to Groovy Lou.
Yeah,
Let our people know where they can follow you via social media. And what's been your biggest surprise in the NBA season so far?
Y'all can follow me at Groovy Lou Jr. IG, everything. But my biggest surprise of the season is the fight.
Spit gate. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm on Rondo's side.
Hey,
I don't know
man.
how I feel about that.
Rondo
Did you see the slow down video?
Rondo spit on that man, dog.
Don't put your hands in nobody's
He
face.
spit on that man first, though.
Yo,
That's
one of my homies said this boy Rondo is a wizard. That had me crying. Like, how do you turn your head and still spit
you gotta
on the
be
cat?
talented.
Like,
Cause I didn't see
this
it.
cat.
But when they slowed him down and you saw that boy, I was like, oh yeah. See, and you saw Chris Paul do this, and he get that daddy.
Did it catch you off guard? Were you watching the game live, or did you see it?
And then I seen Ingram throw the punch, and I was just like, whoa. I don't know how this going to.
Ingram wanted smoke from the beginning of that.
Yeah, he wanted smoke the whole game.
I was trying to figure out, bro, like, it was a foul. Like, you pushing James Harden for what?
Nah, but see, look, no. We got to
him during the play.
We got to be real. James Harden gets a lot of bullshit fouls, and this might not give me an interview.
He be traveling and fouling.
If that's the case, Bull number 23 gets all.
He do not.
That man be. But LeBron gets a lot of bullshit calls. So say his name.
But he also doesn't get a lot of
it. At the end of the day, he's earned it. James Harden's a great player, but some of the shit he gets away with is like.
If that's the case, the whole.
But no,
ring?
if we want to keep it a buck, if you go back to that Golden State Rockets series last year in the playoffs, James Harden was trying to get bailed out the whole time Chris Paul was off the floor.
That's his game, though.
And I'm like, yo, use your talent, get to the bucket, like do something. LeBron, I ain't even gonna lie. LeBron, he will flop, absolutely. But he also is gonna go to the cup
and get beat down a few buckets
and not get that call. So it's like you gonna give him the call.
It's a double standard for him.
But James Harden ain't LeBron.
He go to the cup.
He's not LeBron. Let's stop.
I didn't say it was.
I'm just saying. So we shouldn't even. Let's stop.
James Harden gets a lot of phantom calls.
Everybody
phantom.
Somebody blow on his beard and he get a foul.
Brandon Ingram wasn't going for that shit. You see, he said something to the ref too. Like, listen, you get sick and tired of that shit.
You also need to look at Brandon Ingram Instagram. He real.
He bought it. But I was telling you, he's bought it. Like, he not.
I say he wasn't, brother.
I didn't know. We're not saying you, but some cats were surprised. Like, Brandon, like,
do you see?
Y'all need to follow Brandon Ingram.
Do you see? But like, look at his entourage. They all like 5'8". Ain't nobody 5'8" that cool unless they killing somebody. So I'm just saying.
So let me ask y'all. Y'all just give me one name. Lou, we'll start with you. We got Groovy Lou still in. He's chilling in the background. Craig, B. Then I'll say early MVP. Who you rocking with? Steph Curry. Who you rocking with, Craig? AD. I'm going. Who you rocking with? AD. I'm going Giannis. I'm gonna throw Giannis.
I tell you, y'all always trying to be like something.
I'm gonna throw you Giannis. I still got Giannis in the mix.
That's what it is.
It's all about the Bucks. Like my man Jada said back in the day. I'm gonna get Bucks like Milwaukee, cause like Sam I can sell. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sam with the Clippers.
He coaching out there.
That's my guy.
We gonna be right back. We're gonna take a brief break. Make sure you stay tuned. Live Hip Hop Daily. These Urban Times Sideline Stories. Follow us all on social media. Recently we caught up with Killer Mike. He's got his new swag shop at State Farm Arena. So shout out to Killer Mike for making moves, making the hip hop world and the world of black entrepreneurs look great. It's a phenomenal barbershop. If you ever have an opportunity in the Atlanta area to get down to the farm, State Farm Arena, check out Killer Mike. See what he's got taken off at his swag shop in there. Check out this brief interview with Killer Mike. And we'll be back to talk a little NFL news. Stay tuned. You're rocking with Sideline Stories. These Urban Times, Live Hip Hop Daily, live from the Live Hip Hop Daily Studio, downtown ATL. Terrell Thomas, we're live right now with the one and only Mr. Killer Mike. Grand opening ceremonies with State Farm Arena. Your swag shop is here.
We're here.
Talk to me about how this feels right now. An Atlanta native, and you have a staple now in the arena.
Yeah, I grew up 4 miles west of here in Adamsville. I can't explain how good it feels, to be very honest with you, because as a kid, you come and watch your favorite teams play, and you imagine being on the team. And then when you realize I have no athletic prowess, you imagine being involved in the city some kind of way. So to be a business owner, the Shave Wash and Groom Shop, which is a traditional barbershop with modern amenities, it's a very cool place to be. It's a social center in other communities here. Red Oak, we had our first location. We have a location over on the Edgewood Avenue corridor now, and now we're in this arena, and we'll be coming to the West End soon. So it's absolutely great, man. It's beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm glad that my community had the confidence in us. I'm glad that Steve Coonan and the guys brought us over. I hope we'll be here for years and years to come.
Now, we'll actually get things kicked off this upcoming Wednesday, October the 24th.
With Future.
Today, though, it was very dope. You're giving out free haircuts in your swag shop. Mm-hmm. Being a hip-hop artist / entrepreneur, talk to me just how important it is for the NBA and a team like the Atlanta Hawks to embrace not only the community of Atlanta, but to embrace the hip-hop community as well.
Well, hip-hop, in terms of why I love basketball, like I love to see athletes play, but hip hop made basketball cool in my era. Michael Jordans are the cool hip hop shoe. I saw Mars Blackman, who's Spike Lee, who created and gave so much to hip-hop culture and artistic and film culture, period. He is the face of Michael Jordan. That's not Michael Jordan to me. So hip-hop, to me, has grown the sport of basketball. Hip-hop is the reason. Like, you hear hip-hop, you hear players, rapped about as analogies and similes. So for me, man, it's a perfect marriage, and I'm glad that we are the arm of hip-hop in this arena.
Growing up as an Atlanta Hawks fan and now seeing a new generation where they say tomorrow starts today with the new younger Hawks roster, what are you looking forward to most with this young Hawks team?
I'm looking forward to them to becoming a cohesive team and kicking ass.
We appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
How involved is Jay-Z in the whole process? We know that he's doing some stuff as well with Puma Hoops. How involved is he in the process? And with you being ambassador, do you brothers speak on a regular basis about cats to possibly add to the roster?
Well, I mean, I'm with Rock Nation, so he's heavily involved in what I do, and OG Juan and Michael Yormark, all those people are involved. Mainly, obviously, the whole doing this thing out there, times do everything. So, it's just good to have somebody that can move culture like that, being a part of my shoe brand, and also then give me the reins to let me do, what I love to do, which is also other than basketball, I love, design.
With the new NBA rules be seen, as I mentioned before, we had the black and white ones on today. You got any tricks up your sleeve? Some special colorways or anything that you want to release?
I got a whole lot. So they'll be in stores hopefully, and I got a whole lot of things coming. So I'll see.
Rudy scored 28 points tonight. What is it about?
I do.
How?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So I mean, tell me about Trae Young. Like, sell me on Trae Young, because I'm not sold on him yet. When they traded that pick, not that I didn't want Doncic, by the way, but sell me on Trae Young.
We're in the same boat. I didn't want Luka anyway, as well.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I initially wanted Bagley. I thought about Jaren Jackson. I thought he'd be a good fit with John Collins. And Trae Young was someone that kind of grew on me. I was a big Trae Young fan as the college basketball season was beginning last year. I watched a lot of Oklahoma basketball, and I was kind of, we saw him his highs and lows last season, but he still managed to lead the country in scoring and assists, and that's something that's kind of special to me. I think that for many of us, especially diehard Atlanta Hawks fans, I think guys and ladies, I think they need to get out of their minds that Trae Young is the second coming of Steph Curry, because that's who
stop.
He's not. Terrell Thomas, we're live right now with the one and only Mr. Killer Mike. Grand opening ceremonies with State Farm Arena. Your swag shop is here.
We're here.
Talk to me about how this feels right now. An Atlanta native, and you have a staple now in the arena.
Yeah, I grew up 4 miles west of here in Adamsville. I can't explain how good it feels, to be very honest with you, because as a kid, you come and watch your favorite teams play, and you imagine being on the team. And then when you realize I have no athletic prowess, you imagine being involved in the city some kind of way. So to be a business owner, the Shave Wash and Groom Shop, which is a traditional barbershop with modern amenities, it's a very cool place to be. It's a social center in other communities here. Red Oak, we had our first location. We have a location over on the Edgewood Avenue corridor now, and now we're in this arena, and we'll be coming to the West End soon. So it's absolutely great, man. It's beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm glad that my community had the confidence in us. I'm glad Steve Coonan and the guys brought us over. I hope we'll be here for years and years to come.
Now, we'll actually get things kicked off this upcoming Wednesday, October the 24th.
With Future.
Today, though, is very dope. You're giving out free haircuts in your swag shop.